Welcome back, I'm DRN and this is Mechabellum. We're currently 1 win, 1 loss in this week's tournament. If we lose another game, we are out, so we have to win this game. But this is where we shine, with our backs to the wall. Here we go. I love that feeling of playing under pressure. Okay, we're against Eshbrook. 80,000 combat power, but no names that I recognise in his match history. Right, let's be polite while we think. I'm not a fan of early Stormcallers or early Mustangs. Go with Aerial Specialist with a Fang and Sledgehammer combo here. Aerial Specialist is fairly unique, with the extra range on the aerial units, and the free unlocks for all things flying. And Eshbrook has gone for Marksman Specialist with tanks, and millions of marksmen. Okay, so we have quite a good opening hand into this. The tanks aren't great into the marksman, but the Fangs are fantastic. And he's lacking chaff, so the most he'll have is 2 units of chaff. So he'll have a hard time defending his big level 3 sniper, which is worth 5 times the normal amount of experience. So we've got a good chance of getting some super level tanks super fast. And what are these upgrades? He doesn't have anti-air, he doesn't have assault, and he doesn't have elite. I am suddenly very lost with what he's planning on doing with these marksmen. Okay, so if we can't predict what he's going to do, let's focus on what we can do ourselves. We are aerial, so we could go early phoenixes, but he's already got 4 marksmen, who will outrange them this round, so I think we'd need to protect them first. That means getting more chaff. So let's play standard and have extra chaff so we stay ahead on the chaff advantage. Let's go tight in the corner this time so they're late arriving. So we are aerial specialists, let's not forget that. Sometimes when I play a specialist with free unlocks, I forget to take advantage of those free unlocks, so let's not forget. Actually, let's nudge these guys over 1 square, see if we've got crawlers behind the tower later on, they're not running through the fangs in front of them, giving our opponents a free 2-for-1 kill. I'm using these fangs as a missile shield, because our tanks will be our only chaff clear early on, and if we lose them we're going to probably lose rounds. These guys feel very far away. There's going to be a long gap between our fangs dying and these crawlers arriving, so I'm going to move them slightly forward. There we go, let's see what he's thinking. Ooh, very bunched in. So much space for us to work with here on this tower. And these tanks are so far back as well, the marksmen are almost tripping over them. We could punish this with anything with splash damage really, so missiles, stormcallers, scorpions, or even overlords. We're taking this tower for free. I guess he's being very defensive of this orange sniper. Because it's such a juicy target for us to kill, it's worth 5 times its normal experience. Ooh, we're going to lose a lot of tanks very quickly because of how hard these snipers are hitting. We need a bit more chaff protecting them going forwards. Let's offer the speed up and hope we can capitalise on the tower destruction to get some more damage in quickly. Go on, crawlers, kill that 3-star. No, it's not going to be enough. We're going to lose this round because we didn't get to the sniper. We got the tower though, which is good experience for our units. Remember, we always try and look for a positive even in a lost round. It's good for mental hygiene and keeps our head in the game. Ooh, 3 units on the very first opportunity. Wow, this makes the game infinitely more complicated. Has to be Stormcaller, I'm afraid. We need something with splash damage, and he's got 4 snipers that would eat that Wraith up. He's so bunched in, we have to punish this. I'm not a huge fan of Stormcallers, but they're part of the game, so we have to use them, or we'll just lose to them instead. And using a unit teaches you the weakness of that unit as well. If we have 2 sets like this should cause him lots of mischief. And speaking of mischief, let's start flanking as well. We didn't flank enough last game, so let's learn from that. If we take this tower sooner, we might save some more of our tanks. We are aerial specialists and I've not seriously thought about aerial units yet. So let's unlock boats and give ourselves the option. I'm just glad that it doesn't have anti-air in his marksman. Damage or health? I think we need the damage here to get through these tanks faster. Let's see what he's thinking. Ooh, a cheeky missile. Hopefully our Stormcallers will stop and start shooting before this missile comes in. Don't want him getting too much value. Ouch. I guess it could have been worse. That's 50 gold to us. Here we go. Ooh, good timing on those rockets landing, just as the crawlers are coming through. So he's got crawlers over here. But he hasn't got any flanks of his own. Okay. This doesn't look too bad for us, especially considering he spent 50 gold on that missile. He only won the crawler fight in the corner because we were summoning in. Next time he'll need to support them or he'll lose that. We need this sniper to die before our tanks do, and yes, got him. I think we're going to win this. Nice. We're fighting fire with fire, Stormcallers with Stormcallers. But let's not mention fire, I don't want to give him any ideas for Stormcallers. Ooh. I think we have to take the senior manufacturing specialist, but be aware the smoke could be very powerful here. Get our upgrades, double the stats for half the price. Can't say fairer than that. He's going to cover that flank. I'd expect a missile, really. Maybe an arc light. We really don't have much anti-air at the moment, which is making me a little bit nervous. Let's grab 2 sets of Phoenixes. We've got just the right amount of money for it. Can we get a sneaky flank play off here? No, they're going to get distracted by the crawlers and probably pull that sniper over. Gonna have the Phoenixes come in over these guys. A little bit more forward than I normally play them, but they shouldn't overrun our chaff line, so we should be fine. We can always take range on them if we need them to sit further back. Right, let's see what he's thinking. Ooh, he went with the smoke. Good choice. That's a good place to put it as well. But again, that's temporary power. It won't last forever on the board. And that means we have senior manufacturing and cheap giants, and you don't for the rest of the game. He's a bit unlucky here. The shield's a bad idea, because it means our Stormclaws can shoot it from before the smoke, so they can sit just outside and break that shield for free. I guess he was worried about us smoking that. Now our Stormclaws will walk into smoke. Never mind, that's alright. Phoenix is doing work, picking off his tanks and clearing the way for our crawls to get onto those snipers. I think we're doing okay despite the smoke, which doesn't bode well for him. Nice, our level 2 Ninja Elite crawlers will take this tower for us. Come on, get this sniper. This sniper is always the key. Yes, there we go. That is great experience for our Phoenixes. And yeah, despite him spending 300 on the smoke and the shield, he's losing this round. So when the smoke fades away, we are going to be dominant. Ooh, instant laser sight pickup here. I like absorption module as well, but I think we'll be in a range duel between our Phoenixes and his snipers, and laser sights gives us something that money can't normally buy. Let's get some more crawlers on the flank, because he didn't answer the other flank very well, and this will expose his tanks even more. Our Phoenixes did a lot last round, and they'll ride up above the smoke, so I think it's reasonable to get another set of them. And hey, why not 2 sets? We've got the money, let's use it. Just nudging the ones on the flank in slightly, so they can get to the tower faster. Our board is getting stronger and stronger here. And hopefully we're giving him too many problems to solve all at once. Don't forget to unlock a unit. Ooh, another cheeky missile. Just kills some fangs though, it's not that impressive. Scorpions on the ground, okay. I've pulled this one over this way. These guys should win this now. Ooh, we're losing Phoenixes far too early here. I know it's because we lost the fangs to the missile, but still, I think we can get range in our Phoenixes and keep it a little bit safer. They're going to be our carry against these Scorpions. Though I suspect our Stormclaws will be good against them as well. So our opponent may have picked himself into his own counter here. But it has allowed him to successfully defend this tower. It's giving us some problems. Hopefully it's okay, it's just because of this smoke this round. My main worry now is that we've shown our hand here with lots of Phoenixes, and we haven't won the round when we did it. He cleared our chaff before we cleared his chaff, which meant his carries could kill our carries. Winning the chaff war is the key here. Okay, we've got senior manufacturing. I think we might be cheeky here and do the smoke onto him. He shielded it last time, but we didn't pick it, so maybe he'll get complacent here. And let's put some shields down so that if he does the exact same smoke again, we are ready for it. We lost the chaff war, so we need some more chaff clear, and some extra bodies on the front line to cover for our Phoenixes. Let's give the tanks mechanical rage, that makes it even better at clearing the chaff. Thinking about shields to the Phoenixes because he's only anti-air as the snipers, but we've just bought an upgrade for our tanks, let's get some extra, and extend out this front line even wider. Oh, we missed the chance to upgrade our Ninja Elite crawlers. That's alright. Don't forget to unlock a unit, and then let's see what he's thinking. Ooh, he's not shielded this smoke yet. And now we've got more units and stronger units on the board, so we can do serious damage if we win this round. This is going to be good for us. He still hasn't taken range on his sniper, so we can really punish him. Everything he's got is squished together on this front line at the edge of the smoke. I think we need to get some Stormclaws to hit this side as well. And then we can punish this Scorpion as well with overwhelming Stormcaller rockets. Though that might set us up for a loss to anti-missile war faction in the late game. Might not be worth. We could go both range and elite in our Phoenixes and start popping his big stuff. Because now with our upgraded tanks we're winning the chaff war decisively. So yeah, his smoke didn't do an awful lot, only won in one round, whereas our smoke has absolutely destroyed him here. We're going to do a huge chunk of his health. And it's going to be here next round as well. If you can only win one round in the game, make sure it's the last round. dare we go for a wasp or a rhino play here? He's already got the scorpions, which are good versus the rhino. So I'm going to go for the wasps, which synergizes well with our aerial specialism. Gotta get shields. If you got this many wasps, you must get shields. So aerial specialism gives all aerial units bonus range. It's only 10, which isn't oodles, but it should be enough to win the mirror match if he picks the wasps as well. Let's grab some overlords. We've got so much more aerial chaff now, we can probably protect them. Move you over to make space. Ooh, if we push, we can afford photon emission as well. Nice. Can't quite afford temporary range though. Range is so important, particularly now they've just buffed how fast the wasp bullet flies. He who shoots first wins. Ask Grebo. Hashtag handshot first. 50 left over. I know temporary speed would be better, but I want to level up these crawlers. They've been doing so much good work for us all game. He's kinda low on health, so we're trying to push for the win here. We've taken a slight risk by pushing this early, but I think it's reasonable. We've suddenly power spiked. Hopefully it's enough. Ooh, a forward rhino to try and buy space for his units to run out of the smoke. Interesting. I think the term for this is sacrificial protection. It's how they protect cargo ship hulls from rusting away in the open ocean. You drop something more reactive in front of it, and suddenly the main body of the boat is safe. But once it's gone, the protection is gone as well. That rhino bought him a lot of time, but our wasps are going to buy us lots of time as well. Oh, he's killed all our level 3 crawlers. But he's still facing overwhelming air superiority here, I'm afraid. Yes, there goes the tower. I think we've got him here. There's no way he survives this. Just the damage from the phoenixes and the overlords is enough to kill him. So everything else is just the icing on the cake. Sorry dude, you're playing against an aerial specialist and you don't have enough anti-air, and you let the smoke land in the late game. Chalk it up to bad luck, shake it off and go again. This rhino's so isolated, it's very sacrificial, but he still took 2 technologies on it, which is so expensive. It's a big investment that needs a huge impact to pay off. I think if you're doing this, you need to mobile beacon it straight to the tower. You can't afford to let it wander around and get distracted. These scorpions. Was range on them the only technology he bought? And yeah, he had so many snipers, yet he never got a technology on them. While he's got 3 scorpions with range? And yeah, he even put the sniper scope on this scorpion. So yeah, he really wanted to fight the ground fight. He got very distracted with our flank here. A whole set of tanks and a scorpion to deal with 1 set of crawlers. And on this side he's got a scorpion, a set of crawlers, and a sniper to deal with 1 set of crawlers. This is all money he's not spending on his front line where it was needed. Just look how open this space is. His smoke in the other game was decent, punished us for not shielding, but our smoke got so much value, it was devastating. Probably cost him the game, I'm afraid. Yeah, without this smoke we wouldn't have won the game at this point, so he definitely needed to shield that smoke. Wasp with shields was the correct pickup for us, because he just didn't have the anti-air firepower. I was tempted by range as well, but I figured just energy shields was enough. Because they're level 1, there's absolutely no point going elite. If they were level 3 or higher, I'd definitely consider it. But here for us, they were just aerial chaff, screening for our phoenixes and overlords. The tanks, with mechanical rage, were just enough to deal with all the enemy chaff, and as soon as his chaff line was dealt with, his entire formation folded. I think mechanical rage is definitely the best damage upgrade for sledgehammers, because it makes them so much better at their job of chaff clearing, but it does mean they overrun their defensive chaff line a little bit. Let's see how many kills his Stormcaller's got. 60 and 40, whereas ours got 50 and 110, wow. I think that was all because his units are very bunched up and arriving at the same time, so the Stormcaller rockets are just landing among a crowd. Maybe we shouldn't have done this flank, because it pulled these crawlers away. I hadn't really thought about that at the time. My plan for the next round was going to be Overlord range and Fang shields. Shields on the Fangs would be good versus almost everything he's got apart from the Stormcallers. We could have done a bit more pressure on the flanks here, maybe some Overlords with Fangs in front. Again, for some reason, our opponents don't seem to go for our flanks very much. Just these 2 corner crawlers seems to put them off. I think this Rhino could have come in from the flank for an absolute straight line path to the tower. A level 6 Rhino with photon emission is very hard to stop. I need to start prioritising health items to pick up early game and then sell the unit that's carrying it and drop it onto the Rhino late game. I think our opponent didn't balance his spending correctly here. Looking at the board, he doesn't have any technologies apart from range on the Scorpions, which seems wrong to me when you've got this many units. Technologies and upgrades are force multipliers, so the more units you have, the more valuable they become. And I think he's definitely reached the tipping point where technology would do more than extra units would. Right, anyway, let's see how much combat power we've gained or lost. Ooh, 1,450, that's a lot of combat power, but only 1 MMR, oh dear. Ooh, where's our ranking? Where are we? Have I gone past us? Oh, there we are, 8th. Don't know how I missed that, sorry. We're doing okay, we'll make the cut this time for sure. Thank you for watching as always. Sorry I spoke for so long at the end of this one. There were a few topics I wanted to cover there, but I definitely need to learn to be more concise with my thoughts. I shall see you tomorrow for the next round.